So I worked from my 20s to 40s as a trainer. And so I've worked with every demographic there is, from people that are paralyzed from the neck down. So yeah, at 61, the main thing here is just getting restarted slowly and being smart about that. 4 weeks, I'm going to be on stage with Phil Heath.
Tricep, okay, connects, and then the bicep comes. But I don't have those veins though. You see, like, what is going on?
The week. Oh, let me just fix my hair here on the side. Oh, is that arm bigger than my head? Good thing for deodorant. Good morning, everybody. Give me some deodorant. Who did that? Jeez. Oh, who didn't train arms in the last month? Looks, Mo, I like what you did to my shirt. Look what Mo did to my shirt. I would not do this, but I'm okay with it.
It's pretty clean.
It is pretty.
That is pretty clean.
Is that how Serge would do it right there?
I like that. It's like you're cupping it.
Ooh, see this? Nobody does the hand up here like
Nobody
this.
does that. Or
They,
the one down
they do this one.
Do they? They cup it?
But they keep that one in tight. Ooh, look at the tip. See what that changed? You see?
Now give me the bicep.
So you know what happens? You see, it kind of rubs on your partner. So I've been doing this.
I'll give you something to rub on my partner.
I've been doing this cutoff sleeve for a while, okay? And
Yeah,
guess
you
what
have.
happened this morning? Jeff cut your sleeves off.
Oh, we're blaming this on Jeffrey.
Blame.
I agree. I'm going to
Jeffrey?
take Jeffrey.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
These will be available on the website. All credit to me.
Yeah, no, I should collect
See the flip?
Yeah. Anyway, new style.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm going to just sit here like this. Ooh, how you doing?
Tricep.
I do need a tan, though. All right. Guys, day one. Holy cow. Holy cow. Day one. So a lot of new people started in, and I got my new diet. Does this look yummy? Looks like chow mix, right? Or something like that, like grits. Got my grits. I want to jump on today because of the fact that we had a very fun weekend in Arizona and got to see some of the Titan crew, which was awesome to do. Tomorrow at 2:15, we are going to go on with a special guest. And then after we go on at 2:15 with a special guest, we are also going to be talking about making sure that you pick your numbers correctly for the 9-week power bodybuilding. Now, again, I am going to stay hard and ripped during this 9 weeks because of the fact at the end of the 9 weeks, I have a guest posing. So I cannot go off season as much as all of you. Now, with that being said, if
Texas?
Mr. Mississippi, heading on down there to a little guest pose in action. 4 weeks, I'm going to be on stage with Phil Heath. And so I'll put up a post about that and saying, hey, want to get some good questions and stuff for you guys and girls. So here's the scoop. 9-week power bodybuilding. If this confuses you and you're like, well, I don't want to get big and strong, do not worry. Watch what Mona does, how she's going to continue to get leaner, how I'm going to stay lean and get stronger. All of us. It's going to be a cool thing. I will admit today I was tanked. I finished our last couple sets, our down sets, as you guys know. So you got the ups, then you got your downs. And on the downs, man, I was on my back for a good 15, 20.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't know because I was in the bathroom puking.
He was in the bathroom puking. I came close to puking. So for all of you guys that are getting through day one with no problem, congratulations. Nobody over here at the old HEARN house except for Mona got through day one with a clean slate. A couple that eats together stays together or trains together. Is that how it works?
Is it though?
I got a pound of icon fish right here and my cream of rice.
But look at the dent in mine.
A pound?
Yeah. Well, a little
17
bit more.
ounces.
A little bit
A
more.
pound of what?
Tilapia.
Nice.
Is it? No, it's cod.
God.
It's
I'm
cod.
looking at him, I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, well.
Who has better arms? Me or Mo? I think you got me beat.
Let me show you the insertion. So you see like
Look
this,
at that.
the tricep, okay, it connects, and then the bicep comes to connect. But I don't have those veins though. You see, like what is going on?
All day with her. All day. It's like this. All right. What else we got going on? I am excited. I hope everybody is in the Titan crew right now. So Mona, let me ask you this. Today is day 1.
Yeah.
So you have a press to do today. And on top of that, you have your squats that you got to do today. You excited about that?
I am excited. That's why I'm getting my meals in. Just do my rice and chicken. But I'm trying to get a few meals in before I get in there and start kicking some ass. Crazy.
We met some kids this weekend.
Big boys?
Mature in a sense visually. There was a 16 and 17-year-old kid there.
Oh
this
my
kid's
God.
beard, I couldn't even grow a beard that thick. I was like, how old are you? 17. I'm like, holy
It
shnikes.
was thick and black.
You
Like
can
it was
buy
just
alcohol.
Yeah, he can buy alcohol. He's walking in going,
Oh my
I'm
God.
25. But we met a lot of, you know what's great about this weekend? The demographic. We had kids as young as 13, 14. We had people as old as mid-70s. We had every nationality.
and I have that on video because I interview everybody. Well, kind of like 60% of the line was too long, so I couldn't do everyone. But I interviewed 16, 17, 18-year-olds, and then we had this 74 and 76-year-old, and these people, I mean, the 74 and 76-year-old, they were savages. They were like doing all this, right? That's so much they have accomplished.
I got to stop you. I just realized.
They're savages.
Everybody, the demographic was there. So it's every nationality, every age group, every people that were competing and in shape, people with diabetes that were injured, handicapped. It was everything you can think of came down to see us. And all of them had one thing in common. They all were the 1%ers that thought different than everybody else. And I freaking love that. And it took me back to a meme I saw the other day. And I don't know whose quote it actually was, but it says, when you find yourself on the majority or thinking like the majority, it is time for you to step back and reflect. Right? Find that. Who said that?
Sounds like something Smash says.
So it's the concept of that. I hope most, and I think most of my Titans out there, our Titans, don't think like the norm. And I love that. Because the norm is the average. And we want to be better than that. We don't want to be just.
When you find yourself on the side of the majority, it's time to pause and reflect. Mark Twain.
Mark Twain. Well, there we go.
But what it was awesome to see is that the man, the 76-year-old
Six-year-old
guy, said that I have nobody of my age to hang out with and to work out with. I gotta work out with the 40-year-olds, and that was so awesome to see because that's you. You're working out with like this
20-year-olds
yeah,
and 30-year-olds.
yeah.
So
He's about to set up on the wrong foot.
I was lucky enough to be mentored by the time I was 13 and 14 by the greatest powerlifters, but I was at a great gym. And what they actually had me do is, I never talked about this. It wasn't that I was just lifting and trying to be the next bodybuilder at 13 and 14 and competing. They put me to work. So besides the paper route as a young little 8-year-old until I was 12, and then I started working at the gym, and they'd have me put weights away. And by 13 and 14, they started having me take people through workouts.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I think that's something I totally just overlooked. And I was thinking, wait a minute, 14 years old was taking 20, 30, 40-year-olds through workouts. Because at that stage, I already learned so much. And the manager would give me the card and say, hey, this is their workout today. And I knew enough at that age. Okay, I need to do straight bar curls and this and this and this and this. And I'd run them through. Now, the great thing is when I got to California, I'm a worker. And so even though I had a contract with Joe Weider and I was on a TV show, I still personal trained because I loved the idea of taking me out of the equation and testing my theories on everybody. And so I worked from my 20s to 40s as a trainer. And so I've worked with every demographic there is, from people that are paralyzed from the neck down to young 9, 10, 11-year-olds that were just starting to weightlift, to 70s and 80s and so on. So I've worked with every aspect. But right now, this is a nutritional question, not a training plan.
Yeah.
And so that concerns me that you don't dissect the concept of what you need to.
Just initial right there.
Are we doing the whole thing again, or just the portion?
Okay. Yeah, I think you only have one, and I got two.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So he's already slightly confused on the aspect. For you,
One more. Sorry, guys.
initial.
Yes. Taking his life away.
See how easy it is to do?
So that, look at that. Boom. She got everything.
Well, I think the other thing is that maybe the word program. What does the word program entail?
That's a good question.
And
Yeah.
for him, program may fall under just training, not check-ins, nutrition, updates, sleep recovery, X, Y, Z, all of the above.
The reason why we kind of wanted to go on the long road here and explain this whole process to you is so everybody understands the background and the grind of the experience I've incorporated through the 44 years of lifting. And so to answer your question on easy base, yeah, it's easy as can be, and we can make you healthier. And that's the ultimate goal here.
Like David, who's off his medication.
There we go. So again, I think one of the things is when you guys see me, you think, oh, this program is for guys, young guys that are beasts and want to get strong. No, this program is about longevity. And this is about Mona Mirison. This is about Titan. This is about Jeff. Obviously, Serge is so advanced than all of us. You know, he does his own thing. But that being said, don't assume this is not going to be great for you guys. This is great for everybody here. So I just wanted you guys to fully understand that this program here, Mona, mid-40s, mother, new mother, and in best shape of her life. That's awesome. I'm mid-50s and still training with 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds, and still training also, remember, training with the world's strongest men, and even beating them on some exercises. And so the point here is for you guys, the ultimate goal here and what I'm trying to create with the Titan crew is the best version of you. Let me say that again. I don't need you to be me. I don't need you to be Mona. I'm trying to create the very best version for you so you don't make mistakes, so you do this correctly, so you become the very best for the longest period of time that you can do this. Yeah. So yeah, at 61, main thing here is just getting restarted slowly and being smart about that. We just came off.
They filed everything for us, so they left only those out to sign. So I gotta see if I can have to send this back to them.
Oh, I gotcha. So at 61, like anything, my training partner's got almost over a decade and a half on you. So just start back slow. You got time
Who's
to do
your
this.
training partner? Yeah, so many.
Kelly.
So many not show up partners.
Kelly's on right now.
How long do I test a program before I release it to everyone? We tested for 2 years the 30-day blitz before I released it out. I tested the power bodybuilding for.
What kind of people did you test it on?
Oh,
Because that's
that's also too. That's important.
Who'd you test
They're
it
like,
on?
oh, Mike is always in shape.
Tested on a female with possible diabetes in the family, first stage, and then we got pro athletes. We got overweight guys, mostly 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Everybody's like,
We also did it in the 20s. 20s, they didn't change as well because of the fact is it was so hard. At 20, there's not a lot of grit in the new 20s. Agreed? Yeah, right?
I do agree.
Okay, so the 20s didn't do as well. The 40s and 50s did unreal.
Well, let me say this. Everybody was
Mostly
asking-
Billy doing the 30-day, and so he's mid 50s. So, but just a lot of these
Nobody
people. Go
cares
for it.
about them.
Yeah.
Everyone was asking how you stayed in shape for so long. And I'm like, if you do the blitz for 2 years straight, I mean, you did the blitz trying it. Literally, just think about it. You
That's
could
so
have
good.
it.
That's so
Yeah, you
good.
can have it. It's cold and
This is
nice
so
and
good,
mellow.
guys.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the top,
Sugar-free.
that's probably top 2 sugar-free drinks.
Is it really?
Yeah. That's my favorite. That's
Yeah.
my number one.
Unreal.
That might be actually number 1.
Yeah.
That's number one for me.
Everybody's
I like this
looking
question though, because I did power bodybuilding for 35 years. I'm testing on myself and my clients for 35 years before releasing it.